The guardrails takes on a whole new meaning when you get into the world of marketing and sales, because of course there's guardrails, which is, don't talk about stuff that's not suitable for the workplace, but there's guardrails, which is just don't destroy my brand.
Right.
That telling a story in a way that just isn't the way you want it's told can be super destructive.
Hmm.
So I think we spend a lot of time really thinking about how to do guardrails, and what we've learned so far is, boy, the real simple basics make a big difference, such as here's a whole set of questions not to answer. Boy,
Hmm.
Mm.
without that kind of stuff,
In
this
caps.
could really, really go the wrong direction.
Yeah, and why for this phase right now of where we are, tastemakers who can guide AI products in the right way are becoming so valuable, right? Where it's like there's so much of that minutia where you might not trust just an agent system to go off and start testing things with your brand in public, but somebody really experienced with a lot of AI powers underneath them, you would trust that person to go off and test more things, and without you there managing those guardrails day to day as a busy, business owner, right? So it's like there's that interesting role that's emerging of like what senior engineers are doing with Cursor and things like that. But on the marketing and sales side of that kind of like tastemaker guide, whether that's in brand or on ads or whatever that thing is.
I want to
Yeah.
make sure I want to, oh, sorry, Megan. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say when you're talking about really how you prompt and how, the guide rails that you're giving it, it reminds me in school when you had the assignment where you had to tell your teacher how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I don't know if any of you had to do that, where it was a very step-by-step instruction. And so you would say, get some peanut butter instead of getting peanut butter with a knife, which was there. They would just stick their hand in the peanut butter. And then it was like, get a piece of bread instead of a slice of bread, you got a little ripped up piece. And so you kind of went through this funny exercise of being very literal and specific, exactly what you wanted to do. And certainly I've experienced that in playing with ChatGPT and others where I tried to build the doll and the doll thing meme that went around, and I was like, grab my laptop and then walk forward, and but I didn't say exactly what shelf it was on, what it looked like, and it grabbed my sunglasses, and then it morphed into this really weird laptop and moved forward. But I just think there's a lot around not only the guardrails, but also just prompt engineering and how we're training ourselves to be more literal. It also reminds me of computer science classes when you're writing code. You have to be so specific in it. So I don't know. I find it a lot of fun.
And I want to make sure people didn't miss the nugget that Amanda just dropped for the audience. When you're trying to control OpenAI and it's not listening to what you want it to do, if you put it in caps, it actually does start to listen to you. So that's a little nugget there for prompt engineering. Put things in caps that you really, really, really need the AI to follow.
Thanks. That's a big insight. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I thought that was, yeah, thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, seriously, I've used that trick on several of our prompts, and it's the only way I can get OpenAI to actually listen.
and put it up front.
You yell at it.
Earlier is better. Yeah, earlier is better, and bold is better.
In
Or
some
sorry,
way, it's
caps is
exactly
better.
like some employees, you know?
Yeah. And do it often, repeat it often. So early and often in all caps. So when I mean, it sounds so basic, but yeah, some of these things are important. And that's what, Kingston, as you were saying, when you're trying to people, or maybe it was you, Chris, earlier, that if you try to build it yourself, it's just not going to work if you don't know all these little nuanced tricks, right, to make it
Mhm.
happen. And, the balance between fine tuning and large prompts and context windows and doing RAG and like when to use which and what works and what actually will deliver the ultimate experience is, it's an art right now. Like, and it's a beautiful art, if you ask me.
Yeah, our system, it took us a long time to realize we were just giving it too many instructions. We cut our
Mhm.
instructions by about 70% and it got a lot better. It just had to be the right 30%.
Exactly. That's right.